2011 Champions League semi-final, Barcelona versus Real Madrid. The Santiago Bernabéu is a fortress, but Lionel Messi turns it into his personal stage. He dribbles past 1, 2, 3, 4 white shirts before sliding the ball past Iker Casillas like he was switching off a lamp. The stadium gasps. Even Mourinho just stares in disbelief. That wasn't just a goal. That was sorcery. That was Messi reminding the world that football isn't just played, it's painted. Lionel Messi didn't just score goals. He rewrote physics, the kind of goals that made defenders slip into existential crisis, goalkeepers question their career choices, and fans scream in disbelief before they even processed what happened. Before he was the GOAT, before the Ballon d'Or stacked up like infinity stones, before the Argentine fairy tale in Qatar, there were goals. Goals that didn't just hit the net, they stitched his name into football's DNA. Today, we're reliving the strikes that turned Lionel Messi into a legend. Let's rewind. Rosario, Argentina. A little boy, tiny for his age, dribbling around kids twice his size. Messi wasn't just small, he had a growth hormone deficiency. Doctors doubted if he'd ever grow enough to play professional football. But when he had the ball at his feet, size didn't matter. He glided past kids like they weren't there. It wasn't power, it was balance, vision, magic. Newell's Old Boys took him in, but the treatments were too expensive. Barcelona stepped in. A napkin contract was signed, literally. At 13, Messi left Argentina, carrying nothing but hope, a shy smile, and feet blessed by the football gods. Fast forward to 2004, Messi makes his debut for Barcelona against Espanyol, just a teenager with hair covering half his face. A year later, he scores his first goal against Albacete, assisted by Ronaldinho himself. And it was poetic. The king of flair passing the crown to the boy who would redefine the sport. Messi chips the keeper, celebrates awkwardly, and the camp now erupts. Nobody knew it then, but history had just turned a page. But the real announcement came in 2007 against Getafe, semi-final of the Copa del Rey. Messi picks the ball up on the halfway line, looks up, and something clicks. He takes off. One defender, gone. Second, third, fourth. Bodies dropping like bowling pins. The goalkeeper rushes out, Messi skips past him too, and then the finish. Calm, cold, clinical. It was Maradona 1986 World Cup versus England all over again, just updated for HD television. Commentators lost their voices, fans lost their sanity, and Getafe players probably lost their contracts. That wasn't just the goal. That was Messi announcing, "I am not the future, I am the now." By 2009, Messi was unstoppable. Barcelona faced Manchester United in the Champions League final. Everyone expected a tight game, but then came the moment. Cross from Xavi. Messi rises, yes, rises, against Rio Ferdinand and Nemanja Vidic, two giants of English football, and scores a header. A header! From a guy who was 5'7" on paper, 5'5" in reality. That goal wasn't supposed to happen, but Messi had just turned the laws of gravity into a meme. Pep Guardiola called him the best he'd ever seen, and in that moment, United's defense knew they weren't facing a player, they were facing destiny. Then came the 2010-11 season when Barcelona's tiki-taka hit full throttle. Messi wasn't just scoring goals, he was dismantling entire teams. Against Arsenal in the Champions League, he scored 4. One chipped finish so disrespectful that even Arsenal fans clapped. Against Madrid, he danced through defenders like they were ghosts. His second goal in that semi-final wasn't football, it was ballet. Casillas didn't dive, he bowed. That was Messi at 23 years old, already playing like the cheat code no one else had. And then 2012 happened. 91 goals in a single calendar year. Let me say that again, 91. Gerd Muller's record shattered. Defenders traumatized. Goalkeepers filing workplace complaints. Every week it felt like Messi was reinventing how football could be played. Free kicks curled with the precision of a surgeon's scalpel, solo runs where defenders turned into holograms, tap-ins, screamers, headers, penalties, you name it. He scored them all. Commentators ran out of adjectives, fans ran out of breath, and football ran out of words to describe him. But Messi's story wasn't just about goals, it was about rivalries. Enter Cristiano Ronaldo, the immovable object to Messi's unstoppable force. El Clasicos weren't just matches, they were wars. Every goal Messi scored at the Bernabéu felt like a dagger. 2017 Supercopa, last minute, Messi scores, rips off his shirt, and holds it to the Madrid fans. That wasn't a celebration, that was a declaration of war. Ronaldo had power, Messi had magic. Together, they pushed football into a golden era. But for all his brilliance at Barcelona, Argentina was heartbreak. Copa América 2007, Messi scores a wonder goal against Mexico, but loses in the final to Brazil. 2014 World Cup, Messi drags Argentina to the final, scores crucial goals, but falls just short against Germany. 2015 and 2016 Copa América, more finals, more losses. Messi even announced retirement from international football at one point. Fans cried, rivals mocked, and the weight of an entire nation crushed him. For years, critics said, he's great at Barcelona, but he can't do it for Argentina. Then came 2021. Messi in the Copa América looked possessed. Goals, assists, free kicks, dribbles, he carried Argentina. In the final against Brazil, at the Maracanã of all places, Angel Di Maria scored the winner, but Messi's presence was everywhere. The tears, the celebrations, the relief, Messi had finally delivered silverware for his country. The image of him lifting that trophy in Rio, surrounded by teammates chanting his name, wasn't just a celebration, it was redemption. And then came Qatar, the 2022 World Cup, the stage Messi had been waiting for his entire life. Argentina's campaign started with disaster, losing to Saudi Arabia. But Messi didn't panic. He scored against Mexico, Poland, the Netherlands, Croatia. Each goal felt like destiny being rewritten. Then came the final against France, a match that wasn't just football, it was cinema. Messi scores once, then again in extra time. Mbappe answers with a hat trick. The world holds its breath, penalties decide it, Messi steps up first, cool as ice, buries it. Gonzalo Montiel wins it, Argentina are champions. Messi finally has his World Cup, the trophy that completes the story. His goals weren't just part of the tournament, they defined it. After Qatar, Messi could have retired on top. Instead, he crossed the Atlantic, into Miami. Suddenly, American fans were watching free kicks that belonged in the Champions League, but were now destroying MLS defenses. His debut goal? A last-minute free kick winner. Stadiums went wild. Even celebrities like LeBron, Serena, and Beckham showed up just to witness the magic. At 36, Messi was still doing it. Still bending physics, still humiliating defenders. Here's the truth. Messi's goals aren't just highlights, they're stories. The first chip assisted by Ronaldinho, the Getafe run that echoed Maradona, the Champions League final header against Giants, the 91 goals of 2012, the Copa América redemption, the World Cup glory in Qatar. Each goal wasn't just a strike, it was a chapter. Messi didn't just score, he enchanted. Where Ronaldo's goals felt like explosions, Messi's felt like illusions. One was power, the other poetry, and together they created football's greatest rivalry. But if Ronaldo's bicycle against Juventus was cinema, Messi's entire career was a painting, a masterpiece hung in the gallery of football forever. And that's why Lionel Messi isn't just famous, he's immortal. His goals didn't just win games, they defined eras. From Rosario to Barcelona, Paris to Miami, Messi's strikes will be replayed for generations. So whether you're Team Messi, Team Ronaldo, or just someone who loves chaos on the pitch, one thing's undeniable. Lionel Messi gave us goals we'll be showing our kids, our grandkids, and probably our holograms in 2080. And hey, if you enjoyed reliving these legendary strikes, make sure to drop a like, share with your football crew, and subscribe. Because next time, we're diving into another football magician, Neymar. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.